I still love that tune, I really do. Okay, enough of that. Good morning, everybody. Here we are, Saturday morning, and we've got Oggy in the house. He was playing Star Citizen, but we sort of got him out of the game so he could come and join us. And Jerry's in the background there. Say hello to Jerry.
I'm here in the background.
He's
Hello, all.
he's a bit shy. He's kind of shy.
Well, I don't know how to put the background on the darn thing.
You
No
don't
one
need to
wants
know
see
much.
my house.
We don't want to see your house, or yeah. Actually, we got a party at your place on the 13th. I'll have to show you the other buttons on Discord, won't I?
Well, before we drink.
before we drink,
Yeah.
yes. And Todd, of course,
Yes,
he's told
yes.
us today he's actually going to make a New Year's resolution. Oh my God! Tell us about your
Yeah.
New Year's resolution, Todd.
Going to get a little bit healthier.
Healthier. We've got a lovely.
Sandy. Oh,
We've got a lovely breeze blowing through Bangkok at the moment. It's clearing out all the gunk out of the air, which is good. And of course, Yak Lama, good morning. How are you? I believe you're over here now, aren't you? Didn't you say you were coming over here? Anyway, we've also got David in the house. G'day, David. He tells us the fact that careful, the little people. They're coming, right? Okay. David, I think that us people in the chat were sometimes referred to as little people. No, you're the
Never.
audience. You're the audience. 2 weeks to go, is
Never.
it? Cool.
Never.
Always like winter because the electricity bill's gone down another 400 baht, which is good.
Winter? You call this winter?
This is winter. This is Thailand. Hey Jack, how you doing? 4,487. Oh yeah, the good news is like I made spaghetti bolognese last night, right? And Ben sat at the table with us and ate dinner with us,
Awesome.
and
Nice.
he loved it. You know, it's the first time he's eaten one of my meals because Mum's always cooking for him. Yeah, so he's definitely making improvements. He still can't speak, but he seems a lot happier these days. God, it's been a long road. Was it April? Wasn't it? But
Wow.
he can't quite walk on his own. He still has walking assistance with somebody offering a shoulder when he gets out of bed. But he can sit himself up in bed now, so his motor functions are getting better. But it's a long road ahead. I think at least another 6 months. I'm guessing. I suppose once he starts talking, we can kick him out. But people do ask on how he's doing, so it's all good. So Christmas decorations, which is good. What does Christmas mean to the Thai people? It's one of those sort of things. Like the first year here, we went out and did the whole thing, got a Christmas tree and decorated it and everything else, and put fucking boxes under it and all that sort of stuff, and that's it. And we've never bothered since then. Christmas is one of those sort of things. It's just like they go to work. Like Christmas Day, Shania will be at the salon. That's just another day as far as they're concerned. It's a gift giving. There is a gift giving process. I think they call it Kongkwan, which is they box up a gift and then you bring the gifts around, and it's like it's a jackpot, or you pull a number out of a hat.
Was that Christmas we did that, or was that New Year's we did that? Because I remember getting a present and coming to
I
your
think
place last year.
that's right. We
Or
did
was
that.
it in between?
It's an in-between thing, yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's just similar to like the white elephant things we did. Like I like the one we used to do at the office, which was you all brought your $20.
Secret Santa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the $20 gift, and and then a number was drawn out of the hat, and that was your number, and you can go and pick from any box on the table, right? So the first person goes and picks a box, right, and then they would open it, right, and then the second person that gets pulled out of the hat, and they have a choice. They can go and steal the first person's gift, or they can pick a new one from the table. But you can only have a gift be stolen 3 times. And when you
It's
got
too complicated.
and when you got 50
It's-
when you got 50 people in a room doing this, it is just totally manic because all the good gifts.
Go through their 3 trades, don't they?
Yeah, there's a lot of stealing going on there. Yeah. And of course, you always, if you're lucky enough, you can get the third pass, so nobody can steal it off you, so you can get the good ones. Such is life. Okay, Billy, it's interesting. I'm in town for 99% of Thai people. It's challenging, not spoken face to face to a foreign. Do you get more attention from locals?
But you do get more attention from locals. Yeah, well, you're a Farang in a village.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I get attention all the time. Like I said, our Murban here, pretty half the Murban are families with children of walking, just two years old through to primary school, because we're at a primary school just 200 yards up the road there, and and all the kids, they always love you, wave to you, and you wave back. Never wave to children, right? It's actually sort of considered to be inappropriate. It doesn't set for that whole Thai-ness of seniority and things like that. You only wave to people at adolescent, or say teenager. If they wave to you, then you wave back. But anybody below teenager, if a child waves to you, then you just you nod and accept it, and then sort of thank you, or that's what the heart, and yeah, just little things like that. Maybe we should do more videos about that sort of stuff, the culture. But I was told very early on that you don't wave to children, because Bill,
Yeah,
one of our,
yeah.
yes, yeah, the first time I met Bill, I was told, no, you don't wave to children. Anyway,
I do to the little girl across the street,
Mm.
but it's only because I saw the grandma trying to teach her how to wave. So
oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, but it's not done as it's a learning thing rather than a greeting thing, because I've already met them
Mm.
and spoken to them. So once you get past that sort of initial greeting stage, I'm sort of helping to do the socializing thing,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
and I'm happy that they're keen to socialize with a Farang. So
Mhm.
I always try and help that way. But you're spot on. It's all about the hierarchical structure and everything.
Yeah. Okay, and do I feel more special? Well, this it's odd. Like you do feel separated, but special. Well,
No,
I don't.
unique.
Yeah,
Unique.
we're just we're the odd wheel, we're the fifth wheel, But and again, if you've done the background of through my occult studies, the whole idea of removing the ego and everything else, I don't really get those sort of things anymore. I might play up to a bit just for the social aspect of it, but the ego trip is something that is very much suppressed in my lifestyle these days.
But the
Yeah.
the other kids that live a little bit up in the soil I'm in, I think they're about 9 or 10. When they ride their little push bikes past me, and if I'm out the front, they say hello in English.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah. And I reply in Thai, and they get a big laugh out of it, and then ride off again. So,
Well, that's part of the integration you have to do
Yeah.
here. Yeah, it's
which you talked about on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
previous videos.
yeah. Some weird aspects of that thing. 2 a.m. this morning, it starts climbing in the view counts, and going, what happened at 2 o'clock in the morning? The YouTube ecosystem still makes no sense to me whatsoever. But that's life. Mark in Thailand, good morning. Or maybe it's me, but I noticed Thais looking at me. They accept me for who I am.
Oh no, he's deleted.
Too many spelling mistakes, man.
Too many
No.
that's all right. I can read things like of the Taiwanese. if you've been on IRC for 30, 40 years, you know how to read Taiwanese.
We forgot to say hello to some dude. I will say it. Where is
Who
he?
was that?
Mayfair.
Mayfair, good
Yeah.
morning. Like and share. Yeah, that's right. Like and share. Send it to your friends. Tell us where we're having a chat again this morning. We do this every morning, every Saturday morning. And it looks like people are gravitating to the Monday night with Shania as well. So that's an interesting aspect, So again, reaching out to the community, sort of try to bring everybody together, in a sort of a non-formal setting, where they can ask questions and sort of. That was the whole idea of the video for Friday, was the thing that came up on Monday about the Thai language. People asking questions, and I think, well, maybe we should cover it. And exactly, that's the thing, the whole idea of the interaction of the community. These are the core people that watch the channel. And I'm always looking for ideas to discuss. I don't mind discussing any idea. The idea one thing we're going to talk about today is, again, this marriage equality bill, because it's a hot topic. It looks like it's passed the first reading. We'll bring that up shortly.
But I've been travelling. I've got a bit of travel around. I was Terry Express, dropping off Australian items to people this week.
Yeah.
I went to Cha-Am to catch up with Mayor Groves and his lovely wife Bea, and then travelled to see you, I dropped off the Vegemite. Where's the Vegemite? Have you?
Oh, I haven't even put it in the cupboard. There we go.
You eating the roses. I brought Cadbury roses back from Australia.
Vegemite.
And it's the big jar.
Food of the gods and Edgel beetroot. Yeah, proper beetroot.
Some weird stuff.
You Americans don't know how to eat hamburgers. Hamburgers are not a hamburger unless, of course, it's got beetroot on it, mate. Come on, really.
Beetroot and fried onion.
Let's go to America and we'll have a nice steak together. Then you tell me.
I don't eat steak anymore. Come on. I'll eat a nice rack of lamb.
We have that also.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as New Zealand lamb, though.
Yeah, well, that's
But
the
we're
thing.
got to make Wazza eat to Duncan.
To Duncan? Oh, that's the turkey with the...
Inside a duck,
Turkey
inside a
Duncan.
chicken.
Oh boy.
Oh my
Duck
God.
stuff with a hen.
Let's see if I can get one here on the 13th.
But the weirdest part was I first had that at a army base in Afghanistan.
Oh yeah.
It was an American army base, and they were doing a cook up, and it was awesome food. But Tuduncan is an interesting delicacy, should I say, Jerry?
I've never had it, so I have
Haven't
no
you?
idea. No.
Augie?
Never.
Yeah.
You had Tuduncan?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's turducken, not
Yeah.
Duncan.
That's my
Tuduncan.
Aussie accent, man.
And it's a boneless turkey stuffed with a boneless duck. In between it is layers of usually spicy andouille sausage, and then inside of that is stuffed a game hen.
Yeah.
So it's 3 layers of meat stuffed
then-
with pork sausage in between the layers.
And
And
deep
then
fried.
Cooked. Well, or baked like a
Okay.
turkey would be. And it slices up, and if it's done right, it's really delicious. If it's done wrong, it is absolute crap.
Robert, g'day, Robert.
Try that.
Robert had turkey for his this week. Oh, it's been years since I've had turkey. One of these days I have to go and join into your what do you call it? Your Thanksgiving party.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's really quite good.
but yeah, it's one of those things. It's Thanksgiving. It's a non-calendar event in Australia, so it's really not part of my want to go and do. But
Just think of it as eating way too much food.
yeah, well, that's the thing.
That's what it is. It's perfect.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, well, we're not going to go down that. It took me a year to get rid of it. Now a nice stable 75 kilo, which I'm happy with that now. If I can only just do more exercise, it'd be good.
What do you
Well, I
mean
went-
war? How about start?
Well, I went to Mayor Grove's turkey dinner, and I had weighed myself at a hospital a couple of weeks ago. Then I weighed myself at the hospital this week, and I've put on 2.5 kilo.
So you're,
I
yeah.
haven't changed my eating habits at home.
So
What's
that
6
tells you,
pounds amongst
Yeah.
that tells you how nice the dinner was.
Once a
Mhm.
year is all right.
Just looking at the feed there. So, no. Sock Roth, he just followed. I followed on Facebook, did he? Okay. Daredevil, he followed 2 hours ago on YouTube. Such is life. Such is life. Yeah. So yeah, I would let me bring the article. I'll see if I can drag this across here. Just something that it came up on my feed this morning. Is that the one I wanted? Yeah, I think that's the one I wanted. Tracking LGBT discrimination. Or was it that one there? No. I had another article up, but anyway, that was 29th of November. That's right. I put this one up because it actually covered it more about what they were talking about. But yeah, so I was reading today that it passed the first reading in Parliament. It's got to go for a second reading, but I think it was something like out of the 387, there was 360. There was only about 14 people were against it. So it looks like the four. Yeah, I think I'd have to go back and find a search now again. I completely screwed up that one there because I closed that. I told you, that's right. I know where I put it. I put a link to it, didn't I? I put a link to it here. There we go. There's the article there. So House says yes to marriage equality. Okay, so the House general approval of all four bills seeking to amend the Civil Commercial Code to allow same-sex marriage in the country during the first reading has received positive responses from members of society, according to the government spokesman. The bill aims to amend 68 provisions, under the Civil and Commercial Code to redefine terms to ensure gender equality and diversity. All four bills. So there's currently four bills. I think one bill is to do with marriage, second to do with discrimination. There's one there, and I'm not quite sure the clarity on that, which is transgenders that actually have gone through a full gender reassignment will be allowed to change their ID card to female. And the fourth one there, I think, had something to do with commercial codes or something there was a discriminatory aspect in commercial codes as well. But all four bills passed, 669 votes out of 380. So it's a fairly high chance of the fact that it will go through and be formalised within the next 3 to 4 months. I think it takes 90 days. Once it goes to the second reading, then they've got to sit on it for 90 days. Then it gets presented to the King, and he signs off on it. And it's provided the King's on board with it, then it'll all be good. So exactly what that means, I don't know. G'day, Stephen. How you doing? No, we've just been having a chit chat, and we just thought we'd bring up this article while it's fresh in my mind. The government previously promised to help support gender equality under the law, but also during the pro-LGBT events such as Pride. And it organised a Pride in November, seeks to opportunity to host a World Pride event in 2028. There you go. Thai MP from Kachanamburi, also the members of the ad hoc committee, the government version of the bill, said a first committee is set to be created within 60 days. However, its first meeting has not been agreed upon. So there's a little bit of work to go. We are trying to change a very conservative, country when it comes to these sort of things. People sort of see transgender as being very, very pro LGBT. But as I said in the video I did recently, there is still a lot of elements that are the discrimination that they do face. And then, of course, you've got the other side of the equation, which is, getting the current, 30 to 40-year-old age group of transgenders to sort of come out of their shell, because, they grew up, as Shania said, they grew up with a fairly suppressed society, when they were going through transition. And over that, from her age, from age 17 to 39, we've seen changes, but even those people are fairly conservative about how they approach things. One of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get Shonda to organise, our friends to come round either in the live streams, just so they can be part of the live stream, or even we'll go around and do some visits to their salons or wherever their place of work is, and and have a chat with them, so that you get to meet more of the real transgender community out here in Thailand, as opposed to what we see on YouTube, which is all the the working girls. I'll just say working girls, because they don't really represent the major group of the transgender people here in Thailand. Anyway, moving right along, so how have experts said that there are conditions that must be explained. There's a bit of pushback from the 3 southern states in Thailand because they're predominantly Muslim. So, that's one thing that they're going to have to deal with. Thailand really likes to be a fully inclusive, even with the Islamic community down south, although there's still a lot of hostility down there. Exactly why people want to, fight about their imaginary friend in the sky, I still can't get over that. My imaginary friend in the sky allows you to eat hot dogs on Fridays. Okay. Let's put it this way: she's her pantheon, right? Eris. We're talking about the goddess of chaos, discord, and confusion. Wait, look at it.
I'm always confused.
Look at it. Look at society these days. She is the most active divinity on this planet, But they don't respect her. That's why things go wrong. I respect her. She's my darling, and she allows me to have hot dogs on Fridays.
And she does an awesome haircut.
She does. Yeah. That's it.
I was a bit like you, Jerry. I needed to save my haircut from Shania.
Yeah, I still can't believe how bad that person cut my hair that time.
I showed the photo to Shania, and she's gone, "Oh my God, what happened?"
So have the hair follicles started to settle down, Jerry, or what?
Well, between week 2 and 4, everything's supposed to fall out, and a lot of it is not falling out yet. So it seems like it's going very well. No scabs, no pimples, no itching, everything good. I'm just waiting now for it to fall out and then start growing back in about 3 or 4 months. So I will say it's been successful so far at 3.5 weeks. Let's see now in 3 months. I'm getting to like short hair though. I never thought I would like a buzz cut.
Like I have.
Yeah, like you have. And you know what? I kind of like it. So we'll see. It might be the hairstyle of the future once this all takes hold.
It really is zero maintenance. Zero maintenance. Just scrub it and then you're done. You don't have to comb it,
Yeah, the strange thing is, though, I did this whole thing so I could have a head of hair, and now I'm thinking to cut it real short so I don't have a head of hair. God.
You could have saved some money just getting the tattoos,
I could have saved some money.
Yeah, don't worry. I gave it some thought, but they want like 60,000 baht to do the hairline, that hair tattoo.
Oh, the tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never looked into that. But that would look good for you, though, because of the way your hair is now.
Possibly. But again, I wear a hat. Again, people, I get ribbed every so often about why I always wear a hat. Well, it is Thailand. There is sun. And one thing about skin types, especially my skin type, skin cancer, you've got to worry about that. And, if you've got no hair, then sooner or later you'll start to get little welts on your head and you're going to have to deal with that shit. So I'd just rather wear a hat, thanks. Keep the sun off it.
You're doing the right thing wearing the hat.
Yeah. What is it? Stephen Monash, what the major grows for my hairstyle? Yeah, go for my hairstyle. Yeah. Right now, so it's not time for cue the music. Stay awake, Stephen. Really, what did Ralph said to her? In my opinion, the LGBT community in the West, particularly in the US, is a 180 from the LGBT. Yeah, well, and again, which is why I've been sort of doing more of that subject, because it gets people talking, and it's again, if you're trying to build a YouTube channel or reach more people, it's about sort of finding the nerves that upset people and try to sort of tell them a different story that they see in the press. Because the press only want to sell papers, and they will go with the majority of people, and the majority of people are rednecks. Isn't that the way? Is that what we say? Not like people like Oggy, he's not a redneck. What's wrong with your audio, Oggy? You turned yourself off, have you?
I've been coughing.
No, you've been coughing. Is that what it was? How do you find? Okay, Arizona, right? That's where you live, isn't it? That's the state.
Uh-huh.
So, what's the LGBT community representation like in that area?
I don't know. I'm not running in that circle anymore.
Yeah.
Like I did when I was up in Portland and Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have very little contact with those of different, different ideas.
But what do you see in the media circus? For the local versus the.
Oh, it's stupidity, because it's all caused by that. The glorious person in the skies opinion, or they're his people's opinions that okay, this is wrong, and it's like, well, who are you to say that it's wrong? It's like, those are a bunch of hypocrites.
Well, I've also read the Bible as part of my studies, and I find no references to it.
Well, they always go back to Sodom and Gomorrah and all that kind of stuff. That's like,
which is not to do with the
right.
aspect of people, right? Jesus said, "Love thy neighbor."
Yeah, but they'd rather stay old
but
Testament.
That's it. They pick and choose the things that suit their own personal prejudice, as opposed to what he actually said. And he said, love everybody. I'm not talking intimate love. I'm talking about love as in love the heart to other people. The more we start to do that with people, the more our society will progress. But for some reason, the governments of the world, they realise the fact that they have to make things work for everybody. So they try to separate and divide everybody, and we're just, this community, the LGBT community, is just one section of community that they try to separate, right? And the black versus white, red versus green, have them fighting amongst themselves as opposed to fight the governments of the world. Once we have worked out that that's what's going wrong, then we might have a new government of the world. Who knows? Anyway, moving right along. Getting greener, Todd. Hopefully it's about 2 weeks. We should be back to normal.
Yeah, he had a problem with his lawn.
Oh, really?
Cutworms. And according to his estimate, he had like millions of them in his lawn. And I commend Mayor Groves for being a green thumb. I can't grow anything. Even the weeds at my house would die. He worked out what needed to be done. And when I was there earlier this week, the lawn's picking up again, which is good. Unfortunately, no rain, but I couldn't do much about that. I tried.
Yes, Mark. But Mark, which deity do I pledge to? There's 1,000 deities that are worshipped around this planet. Do I have to give $1 to everyone? Yeah, there's only one deity. She doesn't want money. In the West, people put politics and religion in the middle of the LGBT, whereas Thailand doesn't see it. Well, because again, the teachings of Buddha was to be enlightened, to get past these ego and ego selves, right? Removal of the ego is the primary thing. That's when you start to learn about the world, you know. I think I'm pretty sure I've never seen it actually in the Buddhist text, but you know, it's always worked on a structure of, you know, the way people read things, especially when it comes to Thai and Sanskrit, you know. But the meme that goes around is, you know, somebody asks Buddha, "Are you a god?" He turns around and says, "No, I am awake." Not woke. That's a completely different thing. Don't get me started on the woke society. Oh my God. People just need to wake up and just smell the roses. You know, that's what's the problem with the world is. People just are so set with their own blinkers and the narrow perspective of, you know, yeah. Go on.
I identified as a pen today.
You identify as a pen today.
Please refer to me as Blue Pen.
Blue pen.
Pen Todd. Hang on, I've changed my mind. I'm now Scissors
Can we
Todd.
just call you Bick?
No, my pronoun doesn't allow that. I don't swear. It's fucking stupid. Sorry,
There is a section in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where Zappa Beaverbrox does find himself on a uniquely biroid lifestyle planet. You know, everyone wondered what happened to those pens on your desk. They do. They slip through wormholes in space. Right, into this uniquely biroid planet lifestyle, right? And he claims he was there. He was driving a limousine for two fountain pens, you know. If you've never read the Hitchhiker's Guide, or if you've never read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, don't bother reading it first. You've got to listen to the radio series. The radio series is the original Hitchhikers. Right, it came out in 1978. I remember, I still remember the day. So if somebody handed me episode 7 on one of those little cassette tapes, and kids of the day don't even know what a cassette tape is. And that was a recording. That was a cassette tape dubbed from another cassette tape from another cassette tape, because that's what happened back in those days, right? And I listened to it, and it was episode 7. Just, oh my God, what am I listening to? I got to find more of this. And then I sort of hunted around. I found somebody else who actually had, you know, all 12 of the first season 1 and season 2, right? And I managed to grab a hold of that. I've now got pristine copies of that. If you're in my Discord channel, there are links in my Discord channel to the pristine copies of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You are quite welcome to pop in and have a listen, right? And just change your life, change your world. Douglas Adams, he was brilliant. He was a brilliant author. He was a mathematician, a scientist, and great author. Rest his soul. He passed away a few years ago. Much to our disappointment, because other people took over the mantle. I think the 5th book was only co-written by, you know, some of the stuff he wrote, but. I haven't even listened to the season 6. They did a season 6 of, I think, about 2004. And I haven't even listened to that because it's not by Douglas Adams, but one of these days I'll get around to it. Don't worry, folks, I only have this Friday and next off. After that, I'll be working on Fridays and can't join. I'll just fade into the background. Well, you may join us on a Monday night, maybe, Ralph, because I think you're US time, aren't you, Ralph? Maybe I'll get up and maybe it's a Monday morning, listen to our live stream or something like that. They'll never fade away. Rolling Stones, yes, that's right. Yeah, so we got Thailand is very progressive when it comes to the gender fluidity, but I keep on trying to. I don't know if it really comes across in the videos, though. You know, I am in no way trying to force anybody's perception. I'm just trying to open people's eyes to the fact that people are people, you know, and there's nothing wrong with these people. And it's not. And I'm not sort of saying you have to date them. You know, if you want to date them, they're usually quite open to the whole idea of dating. But if it doesn't fit in your reality, then how does it affect you? You know, that's one of the things. Mine and Shanya's relationship. That's our relationship. How does it affect other people? This is the thing that always gets on the top of my mind. How does it affect other people? I think the people here quite well accept the fact that we're together and we're 14 years and 11 months together. 15 years in January 18th. I think we'll have to, the 13th we got Jerry's party on the 13th. We'll have to do a party on the 18th maybe. 13 plus maybe the 20th. 20th, yeah.
Well, then that sort of comes into my birthday.
And then of course, December and January, month of parties. Yeah, oh my God.
Let's get them all done all at once, and then we can rest for a couple days.
Yeah, rest for a couple of weeks. Like
A couple of months.
too much alcohol.
We're not that old. Come on. Or maybe.
We were all 60. We made that rule. We made that rule 6 months ago that once you hit 60 in Thailand, you don't get older.
Correct.
That's it, and that's one of those mandates. I think we'll have to write that into the tenets of the Discordian Society.
Well, what's Todd's excuse? He's not close.
So, are you 60 then with so many years of experience?
60 in a few months, just a few months. What's a few months between friends, So I'm
Damn, I'll be 60 in 3 months.
I'm still the baby.
I'll be 61 in 2 weeks and a day.
Yes, I'm the baby still. Yes.
Robert's had a year of parties. Yeah. Well, he had a challenge and he's got over that challenge, and it's you start to appreciate life more when you do that, don't you?
I have to call out Mayor Groves. Mayor Groves is a staunch supporter of a certain brand of beer, and he sent me a photo the other day. He switched over.
What to?
I won't mention. I'll let Mayor Groves explain. Are you still with the original Chung, or have you swapped sides, Mayor Groves?
Right. Okay. There we go. Put that question out there.
Because he's always giving me a hard time about my Leo, and he said, "Oh, look, I've changed." And I've gone, "Really?"
Shania brought home some beer the other day, and I said it tastes a little bit like Chung beer, Leo's a sweet beer, and I like Leo because they have a bit of sweet tooth, and it's what we drink here, In the fridge across the road, down on the corner.
Ma and Pa's store.
The Ma and Pa store, he has a whole shelf of Leo, and he has the second shelf has all the others.
Yep.
That's how popular Leo beer is compared to Chung, okay, and Singer and all the others. When you live in suburban Thailand, we drink Leo. End of story.
Well, we've got Leo at the house waiting for you guys.
Good.
Don't be shy.
As long as he keeps drinking Chung, let's leave more Leo for me. Yes, that's it. You can drink all the Chung. That's it. All the Chung. You can drink all the Chung.
It was only a failed experiment, Todd. Lasted one day, back to normal. Well, you never know if you never go, so at least I'll give you a kudos for giving something else a go.
Or do they still have Singer Gold? I don't know. We hardly ever see Singer served anywhere, do we? I
used to when I went with Fidel to Kochi. You could see the level, and I hate saying this, the hierarchical level, because you had Chung, you had Leo, you had Singha. So the people that had Singha were well dressed and came with their trousers and their shoes on. There's me and Fidel. Fidel's got his wife beater on. I've just got a T-shirt with Pink Floyd, and we're drinking Leo. And then
wife beater. Is this a wife beater? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you call them, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tank top or wife beater.
There we go.
All right, you guys have embarrassed me now. I got to get rid of the Singha I have here. I've got to go get some more Leo and Chung.
I don't mean it that. I mean, I honestly have never drunk Singha. It's always been Leo since I've been in Thailand. Even at Susie's bar, it was Leo, and sort of the time drinking with Fidel, I just got, I suppose, indoctrinated.
Well, you guys know I'm not a beer drinker anyway.
And I like
so.
Samsung as well, so
Yeah,
go
yeah.
figure.
Well, the
I
odd thing
got
is,
that.
yeah, go on, Jerry.
I've got the Samsung here, along with the tequila, Bailey's, and vodka. I know we've got a bourbon coming, so we've got a little of everything.
What, Jim Beam or Jack Daniels?
No, I don't know what he's bringing.
Uh,
I didn't buy that myself because I'm not a bourbon or a Scotch drinker, so I
yeah,
left that to actually Michael volunteered to bring
Cool.
a bottle.
okay, good. I remember when I was coming over here for work, from 2005 to 2009. Singer was a very popular beer around the place, and that was that was the first Thai beer I was introduced to. And when we went to the Target 2 pool hall, that's what we tended to drink was Singer. But then of course once I met Shania and started to meet more local Thais, that was changed to Leo. But and Singer seems to have gone out of vogue. Maybe it is it. Maybe it's a high-so beer because we were right in the middle of Ceylon there. So maybe that's part of it. It's business grade beer. Maybe I don't know.
Well, Singhai is from the Philippines, correct?
Well, I think it's still brewed in Thailand.
Still brewed in Thailand.
Yeah.
But it is a Philippines beer.
Well, Singha actually does make Leo. And as Ralph has just sort of mentioned, and Mayor Groves has backed me up, it was produced to counter beer chung. So Chung's elephant, if you're not up to date with Thai words, Leo is the lion and Singha is the tiger. So the symbology's there, but...
And I got I got tattoo of a lion and a tiger on my back, okay?
Okay, so you're a Singha Leo hybrid.
Well, no, they're
He's like a liger.
Yeah.
they're totem animals from trance work I've done. Okay, I just won't go into that. When you start to do journey work and things like that, you'll meet your totems, and then if you respect your totems, you'll tend to put them on your arms and legs and all sorts of things, to keep them with you all the time. But that's another thing altogether. He's sending me something online. What? Oh, okay. People pinging me online. Right, so it's beer, Chang, get to know, get you. Right. Beer, Chang, get you, Mao, Lao, Lao. Okay. That's really, his English is getting worse, and he's an English teacher, isn't he?
I think it's Mal Makmak, isn't it?
Mal Makmak, yeah. Singer is Thai. Beer Sing is Thai. It was first made in 1932, Jerry, yeah. I remember San Miguel in Philippines in the late 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
San
I'm
Miguel is Philippines. My bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
See, I'm not a beer drinker.
No, here's me. I thought it come from Mexico because it was San Miguel. Wouldn't know. How uneducated am I? No, Stephen, it's only 4.8%. Do you know the top 5 cities that has high amounts of farangs? I like them.
Chiang Mai, Pattaya, Phuket, and Patong Beach. I don't know.
No. Was it?
Am I missing one?
Mohan?
John Tiem?
Hua Hin.
Hua Hin, probably, yeah. Had to go. Mayor Groves, was I close? Mayor Groves, no.
Stephen says Bangkok, yeah. Okay. I think Phuket and Pattaya have to be on the list. Yes, I would say they would be on the list. When Chung first came out in 1995, it was 6.9%.
Really?
It's up there with Cooper's.
Oof.
But Cooper's still is 6.9%, isn't it?
It's been decades since I drank at Cooper's.
Well, the stuff that my friend made was, it was up there.
Well, homemade stuff, that's different.
And he had a special flavour. He always put one chili in his beer. It was chili beer. Well, it got rid of that, home brew, that little home brew palate. They put a chili in the beer, and of course gets rid of that taste, and it knocks your socks off. But it was always pretty good. I think he still makes it. I haven't caught up with him for 8 years, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those sort of things that was an ingrained part of his lifestyle. Phuket is not a city.
Yeah, no, okay. So, Mayor Groves has come back. Bangkok, Phuket, Chiang Mai, Pattaya, and Udon Thani.
Yeah, I would say Udon Thani has a fairly high density of, out of the people I've met here, from the channel, a lot of people come from that area, or pick that area, not come from that area, pick that area to set up roots because it's out of the city. Hurricane high gravity is 8. Something, a lot like Colt 45. I guess that's another American beer, is it?
Yeah.
So us Australians, we know. Go on.
Yeah, sorry. No, go, Woz, go.
Being from Australia, we know of Bud and Bud Light. That's about it, don't we? It's about the only two we hear about.
Yeah.
And as I was saying to somebody yesterday, right, he says, "Don't you drink Foster's?" I said, "No. Like, you got to understand this thing about Foster's, right? We have we have four brewers in Australia. They all make really good beer. But what do you do with the bad stuff? Well, you put it in cans, put a label of Foster's, and you sell it to the Americans." There's always a waste from a brewery, okay? That gets bottled up and put in cans of Foster's, and we send that overseas because we're just we're doing the right thing for the environment. We don't want to pour it down the drain.
No.
They can filter.
Don't worry about those dolphins.
They can filter it through their kidneys, not ours.
Is it really that bad?
Yes, I've had one can of Foster's in my entire life, mate.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about Coors? Have you had Coors beer from
the US? I have heard of that one. Is that a US beer? Is it okay?
It's a U.S. beer. For beer drinkers, it's very light, from what I understand, and quote refreshing. But I couldn't tell you any more than that. It is popular though.
Miller's is another one.
Light. Miller, Coors, Bud, Schlitz, Pabst Blue Ribbon. And then you have all the little brands, all the what's the small batch brands called?
Craft beer.
Craft
Thank
beers.
you. A lot of craft beers, of course. What are some of the other bigger ones? Miller. Well, not my thing. Not my cup of tea.
If you are in Bangkok, there's a place called the Flow House. It's down near a Harley Davidson place in sort of south of the Bangkok city. I think I did a video there a few years ago with Tim. They have quite a nice range of craft beers there. Do I need to bring up a map so you can point out that one? Maybe I can do that. Bring up a map for you.
There's a ton of places now in Bangkok for craft beers. There's one place right over by where Breakfast Story is between 31 and 33 in Prompong. They have a boatload of craft beers. There's some new places in M-Spear now that have, so you can get almost whatever you want at this point.
Yeah, Flow House, there it is there. I do the top down. So the Flow House is here, but right at the back of the Flow House, you see this little pool? That's actually a wave pool where you can get on a boogie board and
Really?
Yeah. If I didn't have such a bad back, I'd be doing that. I seriously. But yeah, so the Flow House is here, and it's quite a nice place to hang out, and you can watch the people fall off their boogie boards and things like. Yeah, it's a really cool place. There's a Harley Davidson. The Harley Davidson.
That's why you know where it is.
IA Metro Harley Davidson here. So yeah, so you go back to the normal map. So central wise, so it's just. So the M quarter's here. It's just down from the M quarter.
So why haven't we done that yet?
Well, because I'm lazy. I'm just freaking lazy.
I mean, it's literally right across the street from where I live.
Yeah. So we want to go to the flow house.
Yeah.
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 Okay. We'll take it. I'll take the camera and everything else. I'm going to film somebody falling off their boogie board. Hopefully, it's one of the people we know.
If Todd volunteers, I'm volunteering.
I haven't been on a board since I was in Geelong and used to visit Bells a lot and Torquay. So,
Well,
I've been told it's like riding a bike. You can only fall off a few more times, and you either hurt yourself or you get back on.
I'll one better you. I've never been on a board, so
Ooh.
that should be cringeworthy.
In my younger days, I used to ride a tri-fin, but then, of course, once I hit about maybe mid-30s, then I went to a longboard. But these days, I get out on a board now. I think my back would just say, sorry.
I had a custom thruster made by Andy Inkster at Big Surf Australia when I was doing it quite a lot, and I miss it because, as they say in the classics, life gets in the way. So your hobby seemed to get on the back burner, and I wasn't good enough to ever look at doing anything professionally in the water. So
Jack's in.
on the back burner.
Jack's in. Frack, yeah.
Okay.
I got to get
Okay.
Jack on a boogie board. Oh my God, seriously. Anyway, there should be some photos here.
All right.
Photos.
Looking at this, I'll watch you while we have a beer. Yeah.
Oh, you can just lay down on the boogies and sort of skim across waves and everything, but
All right.
I'll be interested to see if I can stand up again.
I'll turn
That's
the
my
I'll
cup
turn
of
the
tea
audio off.
laying down.
Come on.
It does have a 4.5 rating too.
Why is it not going to play? Because I've got
You got
disable
your
auto.
cookies blocked?
No,
Yeah.
that's all right. Let me just refresh that. I'll turn that off.
All right, let's wait until the weather turns hot again, and we'll go do that.
Well, knowing my luck, it'll bloody rain on the day we go there.
Who cares? You're gonna get wet anyway.
I know, but
I'll turn the audio down. How's that? Yeah. Oh, right,
Oh,
okay. That was
there's a spill.
That wasn't a very
There's
big
a
one.
spill. I say you got to skim off a pad. Hang on.
Okay, well, that was not even going to come up. That's 1 second long. How about that one?
Yeah. No, it'll be fun, I think. Oh, yeah, so go on.
See, people don't know how to do videos. We don't want to see the surf. Come on.
Yeah. So you get on backwards or you get on front ways? I don't know how they do the entry.
You go walk up the side and you start at the top and come down.
I think they've got it a bit differently.
That's more like me. That would be me. Somebody holding my hand. Don't throw my back out.
Okay. See, there's the boogies.
I could do that. Well, they're all the same sort of boards.
Yeah, boogie would be fun.
But it's a shitload of fun. It really is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll definitely give that a go.
we'll give that a go. Eh? We can give that a
Make sure
go.
my health insurance is up to date.
Yeah, well, I got an excess on mine, so I'll be paying it. That's life, isn't it? That's life. So yeah, anyway, a bit of fun and joviality there. What have we got for our time? We're not running over time yet, are we? 54. We've got 5 minutes left. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, it looks like we're going to organise a night at the Flow House. Yeah, look, there's lots of interesting little things around Thailand, and maybe I should start making some videos of these things again. I don't know. Just like you got to give up cigarettes, and I'm going to get out of my comfort zone, get out of this chair, which I think is what's throwing my back out. It's too damn fucking comfortable. It's a full thing. Like, yeah. Oh, God, my God.
I've got a cheapy
Love
one.
with your chair, eh?
Mine doesn't move at all.
Oh. I broke down and bought a gaming chair because I was spending so much time at work, and your standard office chair is only rated for 2 hours of sitting at once.
Yep.
They've actually got time ratings for them. They're called task chairs. It's like, no, I got to have something that I can sit in because I do all day at work, 8 hours, and then I turn around and do the gaming.
One of my clients back in Australia was a music company. They were a music publisher from international music publisher into the Australian market, sort of thing, back history. But the guy there, the tech guy there, he used to sit on a balance ball. You know, one of those big blow-up
A
balance.
yoga ball.
Yeah, big yoga ball. That's how he sat at his desk. You know, I tried it.
I had one of those for 6 months.
Mm.
They definitely work on your core.
Mm. So that'll be my exercise. I'll get a balance ball and work on my core and my back at the same time. Yes, Merry Christmas.
My chiropractor always, his entire office had them.
Yes, for all those, I think I sort of popped into Dave's live stream yesterday. I said, hello, Santa Dave, because Dave's got remember Dave with the beard, the American that does the live streams. What's his channel name? But anyway, everybody knows Dave. Anyway, he's got a full white beard. It's quite stocky. He looks like a Santa Claus. It's really cool. All he needs is a red cape and hat, and he can get away with doing Santa at the malls. Gotta love Tyler. Gotta love Tyler. That's the channel. Thank you, Ralph. Yeah, great guy. But if you don't know his channel, just go and subscribe. You got to see all aspects of Thailand, and he gives a nice, relaxed attitude and relaxed view on how Thailand works, which is good. But anyway, moving right along. Yes, the Flow House. I still want to do some Klong trips as well, Jerry. So we've got to get that. We've got to get some of this stuff happening next year. I hate
live right here.
I hate making resolutions, okay, because they always fall over after 2 to 4 weeks.
I'm putting in my phone every other week. I'm going to remind you about Klong trips.
Okay.
Look, I got a free schedule now, man. I got all my doctor shit done. My back is done. My hair is done. I have no excuses. I'm ready to roll 7 days a week.
Okay, like I've got all my camera gear, and like I've got to get out of my comfort zone. That's all. And yeah, retirement in Thailand sucks. I should make a video called "Retirement in Thailand Sucks" and give my points of view on.
Too many choices, too many decisions. Yes.
We'll make that next week's video. Retirement in Thailand sucks. I could think of 100 things to talk about.
You can also do so little time and so much time and so little things to do.
Really? So little?
Just the opposite. Yeah, play the opposite, man.
I've never been more busier in my life. And I've done some busy work.
This will be a good year. 2024 is going to be fun.
But
now that all the crap is over with the sea and health, everything done.
Yeah. But I've gotten over my one sort of little quandary whether I could do it in Thailand was drive. I've literally done more driving this year than I've done in the past 5 years.
Yeah, that's another place I wouldn't mind going visiting, which is the Jim Thompson House Museum. But again, they just those videos of that topic never get any views.
No, I did that years ago to visit.
But if I could think of a spin on it, maybe it would make it interesting. But I can't. It's just basically, he's an Aussie lived in Thailand for how many years?
Do a search for his body around the house. Maybe they buried it somewhere.
Maybe there's ghosts A ghost story. Oh, I'll have to do some research on that one. Yes. Anyway, we are at our hour mark, so lots and lots of things to do around Thailand. I just, unfortunately, I got to, from our house, to the centre of Thailand. I do this for people every so often. I say, okay, let's go to Asok. Directions to here. Right, not from there, from home. ME, from home. Yeah, it's an hour. Right now, it's an hour and 11 minutes. It's an hour and 3 minutes on a two-wheeler. Public transport's 2 or 3 hours, but there are quicker ways. If you do a taxi and the MRT, it's about an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes. But it's that's it. It's a like before I get into the city, I've got to plan as an hour to get ready, an hour to. And playing games, I don't like to click a button, bing, done. I'm in a different world. Oh, I'm terrible. Anyway, I'm gonna close it out here, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Merry Christmas, all.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Stay tuned for Monday's live stream and all that sort of stuff, and I'll bring the cameras with me tonight as well, because I think. We're very popular to say Susie's got a party on the night, so we might do something from Susie's place. Anyway, get some footage for that and say hello to Susie, because I know the last video we went to Thailand, she got 30 seconds exposure because we had I think AC/DC playing in the background, and I had to cut it up so that the fact that it wouldn't get a music strike, But anyway, we'll work something out. It'll obviously be one of those videos that you just can't monetize because of all the music in the background. Anyway, enough of the whole YouTube stupid game. That's the way it works. I'm not going to pay my 500 to 1,000 views per video. I'm not going to pay AC/DC. Mind you, they're worth the money, but some of the artists you wouldn't. Anyway, where's my buttons? Play the closing? Come on, Stephen. Closing tune. What's it, Stephen? Tell Susie to stop sending me emails. Really? I'm sure she does. Okay, buttons. Here we go. Closing screen. Peace out, guys. Hope you enjoyed the talk show, and we'll catch you next week.